And I was kind of very disappointed on the part of the attorneys general because you can introduce yourself again. And so, can you at least let the council members know what was the response from the AG's office?
Mr. Onishi had contacted me and had asked about the Attorney General's former opinion on the state legislation regarding the labeling of GMO products, which was heard before the Hawaii State Legislature last year. The Attorney General had issued an opinion to Senator Baker, I believe, in Maui, indicating that there were some significant Commerce Clause infirmities and issues with the GMO labeling bill. Our concern, or my concern, with respect to the integrity of Ms. Willie's bill was whether the same infirmities would apply to Bill 79. They responded to us by saying that they're not going to tell us. No, I mean, I'm really not being facetious about it. They said that they're not going to comment on any federal preemption issues, which I was obviously concerned about that because they had done so with respect to the state legislation. So, I was merely just trying to make sure that we did our due diligence and we covered those bases. So the next step was to, I know Mr. Onishi had contacted the United States Attorney, the federal attorneys, and their response was that they refused. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Onishi, but they were not going to comment on any local county legislation.
Correct.
So that's where we're at now. But since you asked, this is something that Kauai's looking at right now. And, I just read in the Garden Isle paper today, I think that they were going to ask the Attorney General what they thought, and, they could just call us and we can tell them what they're going to say, right? But I got with Al Castillo, who's my counterpart on Kauai, and we're going to compare bills, put our heads together. Whatever decision, or whatever decision you make, we just want to make sure that you have the right information to go by, to know that what you can or cannot do.
Right. So to me, I think they kind of set the ball going, or setting the roadway for us to kind of look at how we can do ours too. Is that's what we need, I think, to myself, I guess to my opinion, is that we need to know for sure what we propose or what we do is legal. Okay, because we are supposed to be so-called following the law, right, when we make our decisions. And so, I also wanted to include that we did send Bill 79 to the attorneys general, which they didn't even, I guess, they looked at it, but they made no comment on it. But I also wanted to let you folks know that I did send an email to the governor and to the lieutenant governor to ask them to see if they could encourage the attorneys general to at least look at it and see if they can give us an opinion. But
That's the Maine versus Taylor case. I have posted it as a communication, so if anyone wants to look at it, they can find it. And basically saying that a local government or state or local government has the right to whether it's a moratorium or stop certain practices, protect agriculture, in that case fishing. There are two things. There's the preemption, what has been preempted, and there's no case across the entire United States where has challenged any of these local county prohibitions on GMOs and have gotten anywhere. Also on commerce, which is one of the, I think Councilmember Fresh Onishi sent around a legal memo questioning the Labeling Act of the state. I happen to agree that there are constitutional issues with labeling and doing it on a local level. But labeling, in terms of the interference with interstate commerce, is very different from where you're discussing how do you prevent contamination and degradation of the environment from the use of certain pesticides. So